Hello friends! The birth of a child is a real miracle, which every couple enjoys getting ready for. However, pregnancy can also be a source of negative emotions for some couples, filling their life with days full of fear and despair. The couple from our story went through all of these emotions, as they definitely weren't ready for what had happened. Paul and Ruth Rankin had been dating for 3 years and were an example of a perfect couple. When the couple found out about Ruth's pregnancy, their happiness knew no bounds. The good news spread to the homes of their relatives, who all started choosing gifts, clothes, and toys for the baby, even before they knew its gender. Unfortunately, their happiness was short-lived, and one of the visits to the doctor brought a black streak into the young family's life. At the 20-week ultrasound, the doctor found that there was a high probability that Ruth's child would be born with a fetal diagnosis of hydrocephalus and a lobar holoprosencephaly, fluid in the brain, and a rare condition in which the brain hemispheres fail to divide properly. The expectant mother was shocked at first, and when she started asking more questions about her baby's diagnosis, she plunged into complete despair. Doctors advised her to terminate the pregnancy, saying that the baby wouldn't survive even for a few months and that it wasn't even worth giving birth to it. All this happened the day before Christmas, which made their situation seem even worse. People usually expect miracles this time of year, but instead, the Rankin couple got news about the fatal diagnosis of their baby. However, despite the doctor's words, Paul and Ruth refused to terminate the pregnancy. The couple decided to forget about the diagnosis and continued living their normal life, getting ready for the birth of their child, trying their best not to worry or fall into despair. And then it was time to give birth. It was a baby girl, which the couple named Lydia. Her head was swollen because of all the excess fluid, and it weighed 11 pounds. It was the size of an adult head. Doctors congratulated the parents, but they refused to sugarcoat the situation. The doctors gave Lydia only a few months to live. There was no way they could give her an optimistic prognosis for a healthy life. Immediately after the birth of their daughter, Paul was very supportive of his wife, although he was having a hard time too. He said, "Ruth, I just know that she's going to be with us for a long time." Paul was Ruth's main support, although the situation took a huge emotional toll on both of them. Meanwhile, little Lydia decided to prove the doctors wrong and started fighting for her life. She is now 4 years old, and she makes her parents happy every single day. Unfortunately, the life of this family isn't easy. Lydia has had 40 surgeries, and she doesn't develop on her own like other babies. She can't sit, stand, or walk. No one can say for sure how Lydia's life will develop, but one thing is certain. She has the most loving parents who will do everything in their power to make sure their daughter grows up healthy and happy. This story teaches us to never give up, even after getting a terrible diagnosis from the doctors. Sometimes faith and unconditional love can work miracles, as was the case for this little girl. Friends, did you like the story of little Lydia? What would you do if you were in the parents' place? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. And that's all for today. Rate this video if you liked it, and see you soon. Bye.